In today's video, we're going to look at secondary action, one of the principles of animation, and see what difference it makes to your animation. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel. The channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation, and if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. And for those who didn't know, I recently added the YouTube subscription model to my channel. So if you are interested, you can also join my membership, and there are 2 tiers, so make sure you click on the join button and check out the tiers and see what's available and what will best suit you. So there's lots of extra content available there as well. Now today we're going to look at secondary action. Now before we can understand what secondary action is, we first need to know what is the primary action. What is that? Because if we don't know what that is, well, we're not going to know what secondary action is. Okay, so your primary action is your main action. So if we go to my cartoon animator quickly, I just did a quick animation here, and if I press play, you'll see this little boy is adding or is handing her the coffee. Okay, a cup of coffee. So that will be my primary action. So the primary action is the boy is handing the girl a cup of coffee. Okay, so that's your primary action. So now you can, when you animate, you can easily define what is your primary action. And then once you've done that, now you can go and look at secondary action. Now secondary action is when you add on top of your primary action to help tell the story better. Okay, so let me quickly go here. Okay, so what I did is I duplicated these 2 characters. So let me just hide that, and I want, okay, so what I did is I basically duplicated this character. Let's move it to the center, and I also duplicated the animation, but I think I'm not gonna use this animation, so let's just, okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add to the story. Basically what we want to do is we want to animate this character. Let's go there. And let's just quickly select everything because I want to just delete what we've done with the first animation, and we want to add secondary to it. Okay, so there we go. Now that's deleted, so if we're going to drag it, it's going to stay the same. Perfect. Okay, so now I want to add secondary action that will help tell the story. So what is the story? What do I want to tell? Okay, so maybe this boy has a crush on this girl. Okay, so he is very shy. So he wants to give his coffee over to her, but he is very shy. So the secondary or the primary action is he's handing her the coffee. The secondary action is he is shy. Okay, so how can we do that? So maybe we can let him maybe up to there, and let's okay, let's just make it a little bit bigger so we can see. So we want, let's move his head. So we want to create a, and then there we want him to look down, but we also want to move his eyes. Okay, so let's just go to the first frame, and we want him to look at her. There you go. Okay, and then we can go and I just want him to look at her. Okay, and now we can go to that frame. He's looking at her there, and we want him to look at her. Okay, so if we press play, let's just see how that, there you go. But we want to add more to it, that he is kind of shy. So let's just, maybe we can move him a little bit away. Okay, let's just select that arm. So basically what I am doing now is I am blocking in my pose, and let's bring it, oh, I keep selecting the wrong arm. So let's move that in a little bit. And then he can give his coffee to her. So let's do that. And we move him forward. And let's move his head as well. So now maybe he can okay, and maybe let's just change some facial expression because he is kind of shy. There you go. Okay. We want him to continue to smile, but let's drop his let's see what. Okay, I think that could work. So he is and okay, let's just get the right frame there, and let's see what eye expressions we can use. Maybe this will make him look a little bit more shyer. And then when he starts to give his coffee, he can now be a little bit more excited. So let's just do that. And he hands her the coffee. So let's quickly see what it looks like. Okay, so obviously the timing is completely wrong. So let's, because everything is happening too fast. So what we can do is let's just drag this up and let's drag everything . So obviously you can play around with your timing to make sure everything works perfectly. So I'm just gonna, just for the purpose of this video, and then obviously you can also add slow in, slow out to make it look smoother. But let's quickly have a look and see what it looks like now. Okay, so it looks much better. So let's compare the two now. It's not perfect, Obviously the timing is wrong, and you want to add some slow in, slow out as well to make it smoother. But if we're going to compare the two now, okay, you can see it looks a lot better. So obviously this head movement is also just off because I've changed the timing. But I think you kind of get the idea that the second one, he looks a lot more shy and in love. And then he gives the girl his coffee. Where the first one is just your primary action. He gives her the coffee. So your secondary action, I think you can see what we are doing with secondary action is you are actually helping to tell the story. So there's so many different ways. You can use your primary animation where he hands the coffee, but your secondary action can maybe be something like he doesn't want to give his coffee, so he's actually reluctant, so he's actually pushing the coffee into her chest kind of thing. So there, take it. So it's the same primary action, but your secondary action is actually telling the story and telling the emotion and the feeling of your characters. So in this case, this character is in love, and so he's shy, so he's handing his coffee to the girl he likes. But there's so many different ways that you can actually tell that same movement, that same primary action in a different way with secondary action. So I hope this kind of makes sense, and I also hope that you can see the difference it makes to your animation. So let's just press play, and there you go. It looks a lot better. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also click on that thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And remember, I will see you guys next week with another video where we're going to look at timing. Like you've seen in this video, the timing is completely off, but next week we're going to fix the timing. So from me, I will see you guys next week with another video. God bless and happy animating.